Yeah, gotta get it right. Yeah. Get ready for the show. Yeah, let's go. Yo, yo, yo. What up, what up, what up, everybody? Chilling, chilling. Shout out to everybody, man. Back in the building. Trying something different today. Let's see if this will work. Moving the show to, a little bit different, you know, a little bit different now. I'm still gonna be doing some gaming, streaming on my games and stuff that I'm currently playing. I think the last games I was playing was Dragon Age, the Veilguard, but I can kind of bored of that, so I'm kind of to move back to playing some old school games now. So it's what it is. But shout out to everybody. Happy Sunday, man. Hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody having a good day. And so yeah, man. Hopefully this thing come out good. Let's see. Give me a second. All right. So yeah, we're taking a new turn on the show. This segment is going to be called Gaming and Politics. So, which is kind of what I've been doing this whole time. If you've been paying attention to my channel and watching some of the videos, I been putting my own little 2 cents in on political stuff as well as into the gaming stuff. So that's pretty much what I do every day. When I ain't out working, I come back and I'm listening to some podcasts, paying attention to what's going on with the news, and doing some gaming, man. So that's my day pretty much. That's pretty much my whole day for the most part. So I was like, well, if that's the case, I might as well, make my show to be about gaming and politics, since that's what it is. So that's what we rocking with. That's what we doing, gaming and politics. But yeah, man. Hey, if you haven't followed me yet, man, make sure you follow me down there on YouTube at the Old Veteran Gamer. Also check me out on Twitter at the Old Veteran Gamer, but it's spelled the Old Veteran GMR. So, because I had to shorten it a little bit. So, follow me on Twitter at the Old Veteran GMR. All one word. Yo, but let's get into it, man. I got a couple videos I'm gonna be and videos of some content creators I'm gonna be checking out today. Uh, going over some gaming stuff and some politics. You know how we do, and that's what we got going on today. Oh, speaking of yeah. So if you're on matter of fact, let me go ahead and switch over. So if you're on make sure I'm on right there. Okay. Window capture. All right. So if you're on Twitter, man, you can follow me over here. The Old Veteran Gamer Show. It's and the handle is the Old Veteran GMR. That'd be that right there. So Old Veteran GMR. So that's me over here on Twitter, man. I'll be over there talking, talking some politics stuff, and I also share my links to my video game playthroughs and stuff like that. So make sure you hit me over there, because you'll get the messages over there quick, and you probably on Facebook. I really don't be on Facebook like that no more, although I still got a lot of people on Facebook on my channel over there at the Old Veteran Gamer on Facebook. I just don't live stream over there or upload over there. I really hate Facebook, man. It ain't the people I hate, it's the Facebook politics that really just grind my gears. YouTube ain't that much better, but it's a whole lot better than Facebook. So I'm mostly over here on Twitter and on YouTube at the Old Veteran Game on YouTube. So that's where I'm at, man. You can catch some of the latest videos and stuff that I did over there. I think this was my last one over here. So yeah, man, I'm be doing my thing, but I wanted to delve into what some other content creators are talking about, as well as some politics and stuff. So this is gonna be Season 1, Episode 1. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Hit that like, share, subscribe button so you can get notified whenever I drop a new video. All right, so speaking of which, with the politics side, man, we want to Elon, Elon Musk, man. Hey, Elon Musk, he's the GOAT. I'm really hoping that Elon buys YouTube. That'll be great. I heard a lot of other people say that if Elon bought YouTube, that'd be great as far as regulating a lot of the censorship and stuff that goes on over here. Because they censor heavy over here as well. To get rid of this woke stuff they got going on. But I think Facebook is probably worse than YouTube. That's why I had to get off of it. Facebook, they done put me in Facebook jail I don't know how many times. So you can't say nothing over there without them trying to fact check you and censor you and take your content down. It's ridiculous. You can just say your own opinion and they block you and stuff. It's ridiculous, man. I can't stand Facebook, man. That's why I had to get on up off of there, man. I can't do it. But according to Elon Musk, man, on X, yeah, I think that's his real handle. He said a crazy idea, but it might just work. Talking about possibly looking into buying MSDNC. That's what we call it over here, MSDNC. That daggum I don't understand why they still on the air, man. I know Comcast, I believe, is the one who owns MSDNC, and the people over there is just plain nuts. I'm gonna tell you, man. You got the Joy Reeds, you got the View and all them crazy. It's just I don't even understand I don't even understand why they call The View and all these shows over there, why they even, they're not even news. Well, The View certainly isn't news, but even the news that's over there with, what's the name, Rachel Maddow and all them, they ain't reporting no news. It's mostly just a bunch of you know, liberal politics. That's all they talk about. And it's just it's not even they're not even uh what's the word? They're not even oh, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not even fair and balanced. That's the words I'm looking for. They're not even fair and balanced with the news, over there. And I guess that's why they're losing so much viewership over there. So, I heard the grapevine that they getting ready to get Canex, because they're not getting the viewership. And especially after this election, I mean, it was just, straight liberal wonderland over there, and all the, calling us Trump supporters Nazis and fascists and dictators and what is misogynists and all that, man. It's just wild. I'm hey, I'm glad they're getting off there. I hope Elon Musk buys MSDMC just so they can Canex. I don't ever want to see none of them people on that TV ever again. Talking all that mess. They just the worst. So it says here, through Babylon B, Musk announce his plan to buy MSNBC and turn it into a news network. Yeah, because you would think that it's a news network now, but it's not. It's mostly a liberal podcast for them to trash and bash anybody that they don't like. So I'm glad they doing something about that. That's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. But yo, up to other news, man. Where we at? Oh yeah, shoot. So yeah. First news we're gonna talk about is we're gonna go over this we're checking out this dude, man, CJ Knows Tech. Some of the videos looking at today. And we're gonna watch some of his
like
video,
that in
man.
order for it to match. Then they had to go to an even older graphics card than the 3070, which just goes to show how inferior. If you bought a PlayStation 5 Pro and you're happy, who cares what anyone else has to say? After playing multiple PS5 Pro enhanced titles and looking at the quality, I'm playing on a QD OLED screen. The PS5 Pro does look good, but does it look so much better than the PS5 that you should?
Yo, so first of all, man, shout out to CJ Knows Tech, man. Make sure y'all go check him out over there on his channel. And man, give him a thumbs up, give him hit that bell notification for him. So he's going over the PS5 Pro. I still got the PS5. Ever since I bought my PC, I ain't going back. Like the Kamala Harris dude talk about, we ain't going back. I ain't going back to PlayStation. I shut off my subscription at $9.99 a month just to play games that I already bought. It's just straight ridiculous. So that was one of the major reasons why I jumped out of PlayStation 5. Second major reason I jumped out of PlayStation 5, the graphics just sucks compared to a PC. If you get you a good gaming PC like I got, a high-end PC, it ain't no comparison. And I, looking side by side and, playing PC games versus the PS5, the PS5 started to look like a Nintendo. Compared to the graphics I get on PC, it's ridiculous. So after that, I was like, man, I ain't never going back to no PS5. I got it. It's sitting right down here collecting dust. And the controller, I think the controller started sticking on me and stuff. So I was like, damn, well, I need to go buy another controller. But I'm like, well, I ain't about to go spend that loot either. At the same time, I ain't about to go spend those $70 for no damn controller for a system I'm not going to play it on. You know, that's why I went and got the Mamba. I went and got this Mamba controller, and that's what I've been playing with this whole time on the PC. It got the buttons on the back, you know, the triggers and stuff. I know, you know, some people say they ain't like it, but you got a little LED screen. You can change the menus and stuff on it. It's pretty dope. Got the LED. I like this controller a lot. You know, for the price, that one only cost me what, $60 or something like that. So for the price, it ain't bad. Plus, I could play my PC games, and I ain't got to touch no damn PlayStation. I ain't been thinking about a PlayStation. You know, they send me stuff every month. You know, hey, we got some new monthly games out, and yeah, I ain't thinking about it. I ain't thinking about it. But let's see what this brother talking about. I say, because the first video he had, he said, I think what he said, he was switching over to switching over from PC to the PlayStation. So let's see what he said. He says I was wrong. He says I was wrong. PS5 Pro weeks later review. So he going over the review of the PS5 Pro. Me personally, I'm not buying it.
To go and upgrade or update. That's a tough sell for anyone.
Fair use.
A console, even then, it's still a tough sell because you can get a better deal going with a PS5 Slim or original PS5. Neither here nor there, right? The reality comes to this. Digital Foundry did a comparison, basically PS5 Pro versus PC, same game, Alan Wake 2, and they lined up side by side, and they literally had to nerf the 4070, which is the rumored GPU that this PS5 Pro is equivalent to, which is absolutely not. They even had to nerf a RTX 3070, and this is at 800 something P. This is not 1080p, 1440p or 4K by.
Wow, that's crazy. That just made my point. That's why I said once I had got a high end gaming PC, 'cause I think my PC ran me, how much I paid for that thing? With the warranty, I got mine from SkyTech Gaming, so I think it was in between $2,300, $2,600. So it was right under 3,000. So it was like $2,600 for this PC, and that's with the the AMD Ryzen 9 7900 3DX CPU, and the Radeon Phantom graphics card, the 7900 XTX. And I played most of all my games on like 4 or 5K. And it's, PlayStation can't even keep up with it. It won't even, it sucks because it won't even allow you to change it, like the settings to get it to a higher resolution. So I play most of my games on ultra settings at 4K, 5K. What I need a PlayStation for? I mean, it's cool if you got a basic TV and you don't have a PC. It's cool for the kids, to give them something. Because all my sons, I got 2 sons, so, they got their own PlayStations, and we all got our own PS5s. But I don't even play mine no more.
They had to bring it down to, I think it was like 864p or something like that in order for it to match. And they had to go to an even older graphics card than the 3070, which is...
That's crazy. Let's see this. Wow. So PS5 Pro performance, frame, FPS, and I think that's what was that what was the name of that daggone game? Alan Wake 2. So I'm guessing that's Alan Wake 2. 49 FPS, Windows 11 for the RTX 2080 Ti, that's 49. Windows 11 RTX 3070, and these are lower end than the ones I got. So the 4070 at 4K at 71 FPS. Yeah, because when I'm running mines, I get like 100 and something FPS on my shit. Sometimes two. It depends on how much it fluctuates. But yeah, way better difference, man.
Even older graphics card than the 3070, which just goes to show how inferior from a hardware perspective the PS5 Pro is in comparison to PC GPUs. That's just the reality. As someone who's a PC gamer, I'm just bringing this up for a reality check. This is one of the reality checks I had when I switched into PC gaming, was realizing that the hardware, the GPU, the graphics overall, and what you're actually seeing is what you are actually seeing, and that there's a lot of fluff in the whole 4K 120 with the PS5 and definitely with the PS5 Pro and so forth. And there's a lot of upscaling in AI. Yes, those things exist on PC, but they're just there for if you want to get more. You don't have to use them. You can run everything native. But the fact that they have to bring it down to 800 and something p in order to match the graphical.
Well, I run mines. I don't run mines on native. I run mines on FSR3 if it's available. If not, FSR2. But I don't think I ever ran the game on native. I always run it on FSR. Yeah.
Quality says a lot, and this is the cap that I've always this is like the wool over the eyes. This is the essence of the placebo that everyone has. They tell you PS5, you're playing at 4K 120 is the, when you're not. You don't even have a counter. There's like, and anytime frame rates are counted, we see the reality. Even for 4K 60, it's not staying consistent. And so forth. So what's the 120? It's a definitely lower grade resolution, as I show you guys on the screen, being upscaled. We have fidelity, which favors resolution over frame rates. We're definitely going to play that. That's the whole point. People are raving about this is even worth it. Now look at this. This is the reality of the PS5 Pro. In Pro mode, you're rendered at 1440p. Obviously, it's up resonant.
I never played a game on 1440. I'm gonna have to try playing my games on 1440p. I don't. If I get into the game and I put the drop down menu on there and it says, 4K, 5K, 8K, 34, what is it? 34 something, whatever. And then you go down to 1440, 1080p. I don't even hang nowhere. I always go to at least 38, what is it? 38, 40, something like that, 4K. At least 4K. I don't go nowhere near 1440p.
4K. In performance mode, you're at 1440p, up resin to 4K, and that's the only way you could get 60 FPS is to do performance, and basically you taking a lower scale resolution in favor of upscaling, in favor of frame rates. That's how this all works. But with that being said, this happens in gaming PC builds. This is something that's used to drive higher frame rates at lower res, but still playing on a larger res panel, which is basically what the PS5 Slim, and PS5 Pro absolutely are. They don't have superior GPUs. They don't have equivalent GPUs to PC gaming. Now, PC gamers, okay, let's step out of the conversation, right? PS5, people are always wondering, why do PC gamers have something to say? Before I excuse all of the PC gamers and get to just talking in a console bubble, PC gamers step in because they have seen the light. They've stepped outside of the walled garden and they understand what's really going on and what.
Exactly. Once you switch to PC, it's like opening up the Matrix. It's like you stepped into the Matrix when you playing game. Because if you go from playing on, Xbox or PlayStation, and then you play the same game on PC, I'm like, damn, it's like a brand new game, especially if you got a high-end PC. I mean, maybe the lower ends, it might look the same, but yeah, right. It's like you stepped into the Matrix.
real true resolution is and what real true graphical quality and performance actually is. Look at the size of a 4080, a 4090, a 4060, 4070 for that matter in comparison to the PS5 or PS5 Pro. Nothing of that size or stature could fit within this machine. So how is it in any way equivalent? It's not. Harsh reality. But in a console bubble, console players, does it look good? Yes. Is it so much better that it's worth an upgrade? That's a tough sell. But performance, getting a smoother performance out of this, is going to be better.
Yeah, I ain't know my headset battery was getting low. I thought I normally keep it on charge. I don't think I charged it up since the other day. I normally keep it on charge. Good, already ready.
On the PS5 Pro, is it warranted in that price point? That's a tough call, especially if you can honestly build a PC that's far more capable and going to give you greater results in gameplay. That's why PC gamers, I think, has such a strong rise up in seeing that price point and knowing the reality when you step outside of console gaming. Now, console gaming is for many people. Many people prefer it, and that's okay. Let me say this though: if
console gaming is starting to become like, something, it's almost becoming portable. Even though it's a stationary unit, console gaming is something that, like your PS5 or something like you might take with you on a road trip or something. You want to hook it up to the hotel TV, if they got HDMI and stuff. But other than that, like I said, it just sits here and collect dust, So when they came out with the PS5 Pro, I'm like, and then I think they said it was like $700. I'm not buying that. I don't even want the Pro. I still got my PS3 and PS4. Now I got the PS5, and they all sitting there collecting dust. Now I still got the box for the PS5, so I might think about selling it later, but I ain't worried about it. Mostly it's here as a backup in case something go wrong with my PC. If that's got to go on, get sent back to the shop, or getting or swapping out parts, and I still got my PS5 I can play while that's getting fixed. That's pretty much what that is for me. Might not be for you, but for me, that's what it is. Or something I take, like I said, on the road trip.
If you bought a PlayStation 5 Pro and you're happy, who cares what anyone else has to say? Who cares if they say that you got ripped off or scammed, right? You're happy. If you're off of a placebo effect and you're happy, then hey, I let the person have the placebo effect in thinking that it's so much better. Yes, it's probably running a tad bit smoother, but it's not hitting any of the, claimed performance benchmarks that everything is marketed.
That was my biggest gripe.
I may hit it here and there, but let's be real. It's just, But again, if you're happy, then be happy. Here's my thing. Do not stretch your budget. Do not break the bank. Do not run yourself into debt just trying to get this, thinking that you're missing out on something that's non-existent.
So in other words, if you got the PS5, you might as well just keep the PS5. You're not, according to him, you might not even get that much more of a graphics boost with the PS5 Pro. You might get a faster PS5 because, the different hardware and stuff that they added into it. But other than that, is it worth, buying the upgrade? Is it worth the upgrade? And if you're going to spend $700 on the PS5, you might as well build you a PC. You might as well go, shoot. Black Friday coming up, you might as well go get you a gaming PC. For real.
Thinking that someone's having so much better of a gaming experience because they got the PS5 Pro versus your PS5 or PS5 Slim. Man, if only you knew the truth, right? PlayStation markets these devices extremely well. For the people who don't know any better, they can sell you anything because you don't know any better. And hey, is it their fault that you don't know any better, or Is it your fault? I don't know. You know, problem is really the price point and price per value, per value, performance per value, graphics per value. You know what I'm saying? But outside of all of that, and the reality of everything, it is a decent console for those who enjoy console gameplay. I just think that, you know, Sony or PlayStation may have put a battery in your back, an unnecessary one. They may have given you unnecessary expectations, unnecessary beliefs, unnecessary truths. And that's why PC gamers are like, whoa. Yo, you guys are talking a little crazy. But from an overall just gaming and fun perspective, everyone's gaming, everyone's having fun, whether you're on a PS5, PS5 Slim, or a PS5 Pro, or a PC gaming console build.
That's pretty much what I'm saying. That's pretty much, you know, he pretty much said what I was saying. You know, it's for me, it's not worth me spending $700 for the PS5 Pro. You know, just because you know, because PS5 or PlayStation with the PS5s are starting to be like Apple with the iPhones and the Apple Watches. You know, every year or so they coming out with a new version of the same stuff. So with PC, you know, once you get you know, if you going to buy a PC, I recommend just save me your money and buying you a high end PC. You know, spend $2 or $3 grand, get you a good PC that can handle all the latest games that's already out, and you know, games that's gonna be coming out for at least the next 5 to 10 years. And then you can upgrade your motherboard, CPU, GPU, you know, and your RAM or whatever is necessary. You know, uh, you know that just makes the most sense instead of every year buying another PlayStation, you know, or trading your old PlayStation in and to getting half off to go buy a more expensive PlayStation that's doing the same stuff that the last PlayStation did. That's highway robbery. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. So, yeah. So speaking about so that was CJ Knows Tech. Shout out to him, man. The link to his channel was in the description, man. Make sure y'all go check him out. You know, make sure you give him a likes and subscribe over there. Shout out to him, man. Next up, we're gonna check out Games Revealed. So make sure you go check him out. His link is also going to be in the description as well. And PC. That's who we're getting ready to check out next. So let's get into it, man. Games Revealed. So for this one, man, we're talking about a little bit along the lines of hardware and software and stuff like that. So, you know, with Trump getting in, go Trump 2024, salute. Glad he got in, because we'd be in a world hurt if Kamala had got in. We'd be even worse. We'd probably really be at World War III right now. Even though Biden is sitting up there trying to, man, I can't wait till this dude get out of office. Matter of fact, I'm trying to understand why he ain't been impeached yet. Biden should be impeached for this craziness and this foolishness. All of them need to be impeached, especially that Border Patrol. Well, I think they tried to impeach them already, but yeah, but you know, I understand why they haven't really did more than they probably could do for going after Biden and all that. That's because, you know, the Dems still got the House and Senate right now. So now that we getting ready to have the House and Senate, there better be some impeachments going on for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, especially over that damn border, letting in all these terrorists and illegals, you know, gangs and rapists and murderers and all that stuff going on, grapists. Yeah, somebody need to be held account for that. If they can impeach Trump twice, I don't see no reason why they ain't impeach Biden and Kamala over that border and over this Ukraine and Russia stuff. But anyway, so Trump is planning to impose tariffs and stuff on a lot of these foreign countries if they act like they can't get down and lay down and get their act right. So we all know that's going to make the price of goods. Some goods go up for foreign, parts and stuff like that. How that's going to affect our hardware, software, and stuff like that is yet to be seen. My opinion is it might, some of these prices might go up, especially, because, America is using so much of foreign microchips and all this other crap, which is, I really think a lot of these companies need to come back to the U.S. and start. We need to be more hands-on control over our microchips and things like that instead of relying on a lot of. I'm not saying we shouldn't, have options to buy foreign parts and software and microchips and things like that, but we should mostly be hands-on here and then distributing our stuff out to the world, you know. So, you know, but I don't, I think Taiwan, I think most of these microchips coming from Taiwan, if not mistaken. I think that's why the Chinese and Taiwan are so much in odds with each other, because it's never about all these wars we have going on is all about. It's not just about politics. It's about resources. So most of all these wars that you know our country and other countries get into is about resources. You know, and microchips and the parts to build these microchips come from certain parts of these lands, and that's what caused these wars. So it's always a trade war going on. And sometimes these trade wars escalate into real war. So people just run around there, losing their lives fighting for their countries over nickel and zinc and other elements on the periodic table. Pretty much this is what's going on here. So that's why Elon Musk being able to get us to Mars is so important. We need to get there first. If you understand politics and world and how the world works, we need to get there first so we can get what? The resources. We need to find the resources that Mars can offer us so we can be able to make better parts, weapons, and things like that before anybody else get their hands on it. So I'm hoping Elon Musk gets get to push his space exploration out to Mars so we'll be able to get the latest and greatest tech and have the greatest resources available to the U.S. to be able to distribute to other people instead of other countries getting their hands on it first and then charge, and then bringing it into our country, charging us double to triple the price. So that's what we talking about here. Dude named Games Revealed. Shout out to him and his channel. Make sure y'all go check him out, man. The link will be in the bio. Talking about Trump's tariffs, higher prices for gamers? Question mark. Let's see.
Build. I'm Jameson Else the Brink, and we are one community. Today, I'm excited to announce that we're going to be talking about something that's a little political. I know it can be a little bit controversial, and it's not everyone's favorite topic, but trust me, maybe by the end of this, I can convince you that politics and voting and just looking towards the future a little bit might be in your best interest. Now, that being said, this stuff is complex, but this is our one thing we're going to cover today, in that something like an election can affect your gaming, which I know some of you guys, it's the most important thing in the world. Others, it might not be, but I know everyone hates price hikes. So we're going to be doing some fun stuff.
So yeah, we're talking about the price hikes. like I said, it's going to be some price hikes because, with Trump getting in and placing these tariffs on these other countries, uh, to to help with the trade as well as to ward off these bad actors in these countries from coming over here and dumping off their people across our border and freeloading upon us and the rest of us taxpayers here. You know, you know, everything's going. We're gonna have to sacrifice something. We already sacrificed our border. Number one, we sacrificed our security. Number two, we sacrificed men and women going to fight for these countries, for these daggone resources and politics. So, and we sacrifice, trillions and trillions of debt on the national scale. So we gonna have to sacrifice a little bit if you want foreign parts and most of these, like he about to explain, most of these CPUs, GPUs, most of these parts are from overseas. You're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit. If it means bringing more security for the U.S., hey, that's a price I'm willing to pay. I'll pay a little bit higher price for some parts and stuff. That's why I'm saying the best thing somebody could probably do now, if you're a gamer, is to buy you a PC before these tariffs take place. And that should last you, and like I said, get you a high-end one that should last you well past, his presidency, until they, some of these tariffs start to wane off or whatever, and the prices go down a little bit lower. But if you don't get it, better get it now. And as far as PlayStation and the Xboxes go, I wouldn't. If it's something I got to keep buying every year or two, especially, if these tariffs, make these consoles a little bit higher, I don't see the point of it. You might as well get you a PC and then weather the storm out a little bit, and then be able to swap your parts, on the back end for get you some used PC parts, until America get itself up to speed with making our own GPUs and CPUs right here in the country, and hopefully for a cheaper price. And that'd be great. I would love to have me a PC with all its parts that said made in the USA. Shoot.
This time, we're gonna be diving into this boss battle of a topic that I don't know if I'm ready for, but I'm hoping you're ready for. So stick around, because this topic is going to most likely affect you in the near future, especially if everything goes the way, and I'll say the word, Trump wants. I'm going to try to make this very apolitical. I'm sure some of you already know what my stance is on all this, but no matter what, if I saw tariffs on either side, I would be making this. So a quick history into tariffs and in gaming tech. So let's rewind a bit. Remember back in 2019, for some of you, might be forever. For me, that's not a very long time, when we faced a similar tariff situation. Trump's trade wars with China led to proposed tariffs that nearly hiked up prices on PlayStation, Xbox, PC components. It was a tense time for gamers and tech enthusiasts. Fortunately, many tariffs were delayed, but it was a wake-up call. And I think a lot of people might not have really, they might have thought it went through, and so maybe they're laxed about this time. They didn't go through. A lot of tariffs, a lot of things that Trump proposed did not go through with that era of tech and all that. The industry relies heavily on Chinese manufacturing because of lower labor costs and access to...
And that's the problem. We rely way too much on China. Our adversary, the one that's been over here sending their agents across the border and hacking our systems, our infrastructure and everything else, and we relying on China for our steel, to build houses and buildings and weapons and everything else. We relying on this stuff for China. Relying on China for our microchips and all this stuff. Yeah, man, come on, man. We shouldn't be relying on China at all. China should be relying on us.
Rare earth materials needed, processors and graphics card, meaning that if you put a tariff on those things, it's going to bump them up. And we're going to talk about in a second how it's going to affect you. But the impact on gaming companies also plays a role too. So how would companies like Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo react to new tariffs? We know from the past that it almost maybe bumped up the price of PlayStation. But for one, they might pass these extra costs on to us, the consumers. We could
Which
see
they
a
will.
new Xbox or PlayStation launch with a significantly higher price tag, which it probably wouldn't be a new launch. It would be, you're going to see PlayStation 5. Oh, cool, that's nice. It's what? Or let's say PlayStation 5 Pro, which I know a lot of people are not happy about with that price. $700. You're going to be tacking onto that thing potentially another $200 to $300.
Yeah, exactly. So if the PS5 Pro already $700, once these tariffs start hitting, you're gonna be looking at, well, like he said, another $200-300, about $1,000. At $1,000, why even bother getting a PS5? You might as well take that $1,000 and go get you a PC, bro. I mean, once again, and then once you get that $1,000 PC, you can always upgrade your motherboard or your graphics card and be good to go. I don't, I would never buy a $1,000 damn PS nothing, especially when it can't hang with the PC. That's just retarded.
Do you want to pay that? I don't. So let's not forget about all the other small players too. So we're, PlayStation, Xbox, they could probably even finagle some of that cost back into their side. But indie companies, indie tech companies, indie game companies, all that, they could not do that. They need almost every bit they can get typically. When it's, let's say if it's a hit success, a little bit different, but for hardware, they're already on the margins, meaning there's no way a 20% increase on their side could ever be. In fact, honestly, from my understanding, that's typically some of these companies make a 20% margin in their profit. Usually it's more than that because, 20% is not much, but some of these companies really do have razor thin, and that's really not good. So you can see a lot of it, just, we enjoy, especially in the retro world and with a lot of this hardware and stuff being iterated over. And I know some of you maybe would get sick of seeing like new things coming out all the time for similar devices, but this is kind of how innovation works. This is how choices become choices. Instead of having just two contenders, let's say PlayStation and Xbox, it would be nice to have more contenders, and making it more expensive for them to compete.
Well, yeah. So, like I say, I'm for the tariffs. Because I think it's a necessary thing that must happen in order to strengthen our national security. We can't be running around here relying on tech and innovation from people who want to wipe us off the face of the map. Because if I was an evil genius, yeah, every product I sell you is going to have all kind of spyware, bloatware, backdoors, and everything in it, just because I can't stand you. Yeah, I'm going to be putting all kind of stuff in that stuff. If I was an evil dictator, yeah, right. We shouldn't be relying on them on nothing. What, they need, these companies need to start making consoles that's American made that can compete with PlayStation and Xbox. That's actually good. Where parts are made here. That thing, I would spend $1,000 on American made console that could compete with Xbox and PlayStation 5. That's made in America, all its parts made in America. I would have one. I would buy one of those simply for the fact of it being one of the first. I'll definitely buy one of those. And I'm pretty sure a lot of gamers would too. But it had to be up there with, it had to really push out. It had to really do more than what is already out there. I'll definitely like to see something like that.
is not the way to go about it. Here's the problem too. You might think, well, okay, I mean, they could still sell it. It might cost more, but what's the big deal? People don't pay those prices. We're going to get into that a little bit more. But people, like even me, like once I see something go up enough, I'm like, do I really need that? And I question it and usually talk myself out of it. So the tech job market and innovation slowdown, this is another big part of it. This is what's more at stake. It's not just like, oh, my wallet might decrease a little bit more, or I might not buy that next system, which is fine. We have lots of games to play. But the innovation dies down. And so we're not going to get as much good stuff. People are going to play it safer. So higher costs can lead to cuts in research and development budgets, which that's how you get your PS6. This could all slow down innovation in gaming with fewer groundbreaking features, making it into new consoles and gaming PCs. Imagine a world where VR, AR, or the latest GPUs delayed by years. That's a major setback for gamers who crave the latest and greatest. Now, it's a little bombastic because some of us could wait a little bit longer for some of those hardware changes, but I know like the PS4, PS5 generations, for me, I'm not a very patient gamer. I want my...
And that's another problem. Not to say that, you know, this dude is wrong. You know, shout out to Games for Real for the video. But I think a lot of Americans, we have impulse control. You know, as soon as something new drop out, you know, we got to be the hurry up and get it before everybody else get it. You know, Americans need to work on that. I mean, you know, I guess it's something as you get older, you start to, you know, weigh the pros and the cons or something before you click buy. You know, I do that a lot on Amazon. Like, before I buy something on Amazon, it'd be sitting in my cart for like a month, you know, until they send me messages saying, oh, the price increase or the price decrease or whatever. This just be sitting in there while I'm waiting and weighing the pros and the cons, trying to see if it's something that I really need to spend my money on right then and there, or is it something that I can, you know, find a better deal somewhere else, or is it something that I really don't even need at all? You know, that's just it. You know, I don't care what it is. I'll wait. You know, do I really need it? Do I really want to spend my money on it? Is it necessary? What kind of benefit is it going to give me? How long is the benefit going to last before I had to rebuy the product? You know, I'll go down and read all the reviews on it. Has this product been returned multiple times? You know, what kind of glitches, what kind of problems and stuff is having. So that's how I normally buy stuff. That goes for games too. Before I just go buy a game out or pre-order, I got to see what the reviews are. That's why I thank God for the YouTube, for a few content creators that review these games, because, you know, that saved me a lot of money in the long run. Because if the game sucks, I ain't about to go out there and buy it, or I'll wait until it go on a deep discount.
Consoles to come out every 4 years. I know you're not the same probably, but that's how I want it to be. So maybe this affects me more than you. But I love seeing iterations. I love seeing new things come out. How gamers could feel the effects. This is how you, if you're a gamer, which I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're a gamer or a tech enthusiast, how's this going to affect you? Well, even if you don't play games, the hardware's going to be more expensive, but it's going to hit your wallet. Well, the Consumer Technology Association estimates that tariffs could raise laptop prices by an average of $357 and video game consoles by $246. And this comes from Reason.com. This price increase could force more gamers to turn into cloud gaming services like Xbox, cloud gaming, and GeForce Now. Why shell out for expensive hardware when you can stream the latest titles directly to your screen?
And we already doing that. Shoot, I'm still on Xbox, you know, Live or whatever it is called. You stream the game or whatever, and then that way I get to play the game before I decide to buy it. And if I'm gonna buy it, I want to see what kind of discount I get. Because I think these companies, number one, they be overpricing these games. They be like, I seen, what was it, Star Wars or something like that. They wanted $69 for their game, and then all the reviews say the game sucks. So why am I paying $70 for a game that sucks? You know, I'm not about to do it. It's a waste of money. So all these tariffs are going to, in my opinion, these tariffs are going to make these these companies put out quality and genuine products and services. They're gonna have to step their game up if they want people to pay a higher price for that product or that game or their services. Instead of just throwing us bullshit out here just for us to buy it 70, 80, and 100 and something daggum dollars.
There would be a solution to potentially fix it. But it's going to affect anything that is imported. So if a game is made in a different country and imported, it's going to cost more. If the game is made here, it should not cost more, depending on how the tariffs are made. So tariffs could be put on very specific items. It doesn't have to be software. I'm not saying it's going to be per se, but at this point, I don't like the black box, what the tariffs could be. So at the bare minimum, any hardware you like, though, is usually developed overseas. There's not a whole lot developed here. Tariffs can force production to happen in, let's say, well, and this is probably, this video maybe is a little blind to countries, because if you're outside of the US, it won't affect you the same. But tariffs will make it, if you're in the country, can drive up manufacturing to be in states, but that manufacturing costs a lot, and you're going to see it no matter what. Like if it's forced to come to states, there's no way you're going to see a bigger increase probably than even this 20%. So
yeah, and that's another problem, man. Manufacturing here in the United States shouldn't be as high as it is, man. That's just, there's a lot of companies and people here is just plain old greedy, man. They need to cut the crap. But yeah, we're going in an hour, man. So I ain't trying to keep this video too long. But yeah, that's what Games Revealed had to say about the tariffs and how it's going to affect these high prices going to affect us gamers and stuff. So good. That was a good video, man. If you want to check out the rest of it, man, check out his channel over there, Games Revealed. The link and stuff is in the bio. Fair use. Appreciate the video, man. Let's see what all right, let's check out my man Quasar77, man. Check him out for a minute. Wanted to talk about this Dragon Age Veilguard. And it's half the reason why I stopped playing the game altogether. You know what I mean? This game, I've been playing it. You see me playing it. I streamed it on my channel and stuff like that. But now when I'm playing it, man, it's just, I get bored, like instantly bored with it. I don't know what it is about that game. I only got 30 hours of playtime on that game on my Steam. And most of my games on Steam, I got like 80, 100 and something hours plus playtime on them games. So yeah, that if I only got 30 hours of playtime on the game, it sucks. Or it's not hitting the way it's supposed to hit. So yeah, that's what it is, man. Let's check out, man, Quasar. His link in bio is in the description, man.
What's up, everybody? This is T.O.V.G Doesn't Actually Exist, the Act Ma'am, and I really wondered how is he gonna do this video, considering he really does not believe T.O.V.G is a real thing. Let's see.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today... You smell that? Oh, that's rancid.
You smell your own vagina.
What is that foul, putrid stench? Did the loathsome dung eater just break into my house? No, that smell is coming from my computer, because I just got done playing 3 hours of Dragon Age the Veilguard.
Oh, no! You done fucked up now!
I have been waiting many years for BioWare 2. Make a return to form.
Hey, I like Quasar, man. Hey, I like shout out to him, man. I've been watching him for a while. Pretty good. I also watch Asmongold TV too as well. So I'm be doing some reactions to some of his stuff too in the future. But I ain't trying to keep this video that long.
The only thing Dragon Age is going to return to is the dirt.
Thanks to Tosh.
That's why we recruited
That's actually good.
her. So I'm non-binary.
Actually, Tosh uses them for themselves now.
It's been a decade since Inquisition won
Boy.
I use past pronouns because you're dead.
Game of the Year in 2014. But after a 10-year hiatus, you would expect some pretty substantial improvements. Some fun, entertaining.
Listen, if there has been a game that was great 10 years ago and now it's coming back in the glorious modern day, yeah, I'm not expecting good things. I'm not expecting improvements. I'm expecting downgrades and a lot of butchered lore.
Dialogue that sounds like it was written by a real human being.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery.
Good for you, Solus. Even though I don't get it because it's free labor, but I mean, for each their own.
I just hate slavery so much. If I could go back in time and undo slavery, I would.
That's extremely anti-Semitic, by the way, to say.
I hate it.
Veilguard is the burnt steak of RPGs, as if all the tasty, juicy BioWare goodness has been cooked out of the company.
See, the old school Dragon Age is, you know, I probably would play more of Dragon Age, the Veilguard, if it do have some of the old characters in it, but you can't play them. If Dragon Age Veilguard would have focused the game on the old characters, you know, like the Witch of the Wilds and all them, they would have brought them back as playable characters throughout the whole game, minus all these new woke people they put in there. Then I probably, I've been playing the hell out of it. But it's kind of hard to, you know, it don't do it for me, especially this chick right here, man. I'm saying chick to be nice, because I think it's you know, one of thems and days. And I totally just do not play with this character whatsoever. I kind of just skip this, and which makes, even though she's good, I mean, it's a good character as far as the gameplay is a little bit, but you know, because both of these are tanks. This dude, I play with this dude because he's a tank, and this one is kind of like a tank berserker. So I kind of just play with the tank when I do play, but even still, you know, it's just not that, you know, it's boring, man. I'm playing other games.
It's like they forgot their own recipe. Whatever semblance of Dragon Age there remained in Inquisition, it's all sucked out here. It has lost all darkness, grit, realism, and intensity it once had. I'm not exaggerating when I say that between 2003 and 2011, BioWare was top of their class. They were best in slot.
True, and then Mass Effect Andromeda came in. There we kind of go.
For the RPG genre. Knights of the Old Republic, Mass Effect, Dragon Age, the big three. It's funny that with the first Dragon...
If y'all been watching my channel, you know I played some Mass Effect. You know I like Mass Effect. I played Mass Effect 1 all the way through and Part 2. I ain't never finished playing all 3. But I like Mass Effect. You know, hopefully they don't mess the new Mass Effect up. I hope they don't. Please do not screw up the next Mass Effect. It's bad enough y'all done messed up my Dragon Age. Y'all should have kept Dragon Age like you kept the Inquisition. The Inquisition was pretty good. Y'all should have kept this Dragon Age like the Inquisition. That'd have been a little bit better, but yes, no, it's not.
Dragon Age, BioWare had actually taken inspiration from the Baldur's Gate series. And how ironic it is that BioWare would turn their back on this successful and proven style of RPG, and now it's Larian who have picked up the torch and are running with it. I mean, wow, can you even believe it? That's the third RPG in this style that's won game.
The way he talks about this coincidentally makes me think that he's just completely oblivious why this is happening, and it's just, oh, it's a random thing that happened for no reason. Interesting.
Game of the year. It's almost like there might
Baldur's
be something
Gate
to
was
this
way
style
better
of game.
than...
Baldur's Gate 3 should have been a wake-up call, but ever since Dragon Age 2, BioWare has slowly but surely turned their back on everything people loved about their games, and they have embraced mediocrity with open arms. Now again, that's just my opinion. If you're having fun with the game, don't let me...
That's my wife right there. She is the cum dumpster of dreams.
Yeah, so this character in the game, I play with her, you know, cause it's the only one I can stomach. The little midget chick, I can't get with the midget chick in the game. I can mess with her. So you know, it's either her or the tank, and that's about it, really. I don't even. I really don't like too much of the other characters in the game. And that sucks. That's what kind of makes me not even want to play the game.
It's okay. I will not have anyone say anything bad about her because she was made for one thing.
Or anyone else stop you. Me, on the other hand, I cannot stand playing Dragon Age the Veilguard. To be honest, I knew I wasn't gonna like Veilguard when I saw the gameplay showcase, but man, sometimes that music kicks in.
Yeah.
And I think, well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll come back. Dragon Age Origins was so fucking good, man. No cap,
Oh,
Origins is BioWare's best game. There, I said it. Yeah, fight me in the comments. The reason I tried
You can't because he said no cap.
Veilguard is because I'm still chasing the dragon.
Hang on, I almost caught the dragon.
You don't ever catch the dragon, Dad.
Literally, the one on the front cover. So today I'm gonna give you all a crash course on how to turn me off of your RPG and never play it again. This instructional training video will teach you how to destroy a franchise. Step 1, promote your fantasy RPG like it's a fucking hero shooter.
You know there will be dragons.
Cringe. Oh, the cringe. Oh, wow, that's Lucanus. Wow, he's the mage killer. Whoa. Lara, the veil jumper. What?
And yes, she is extremely retarded.
How cool. I love these characters already. Dude, real talk, why was this reveal trailer shoving characters down my throat? We can be heroes? What the fuck? Who thought to brand a Dragon Age game like this? You want to see branding?
People you say don't exist and don't ruin the game industry and don't cause problems.
Boom.
It almost, after playing Dragon Age the Veilguard, almost makes me want to go back and play the old schools. I think I'd rather, because I seen it on Xbox. They got it on Xbox Pass, Game Pass. So I'm thinking about dropping in, matter of fact, I think I got the game on EA too. I'm gonna go back and play the old Dragon Age now, man. It's new one. I can't get with it, man. It irks me to no end. Every time I load it up, I'm like, I'm so bored now. You know what game I've been playing lately? This is how bored I've been. I've been going back and playing Starfield. That's how bored I am. I've been playing Starfield. And Starfield, Enshrouded. I've been playing that. I kind of taking a break now though. But yeah, I've been playing Enshrouded. I've been liking that. It's pretty cool. What's the other one? New World. I've been playing New World. But Dragon Age, I haven't really been playing that whatsoever, man. I just can't get jiggy with it, man. I tried to get my money back, but I had played 30 hours.
It's still very homoerotic.
Impression right when it was shown. People didn't react too positively to it, and I don't blame them. Showing the names and titles of every companion on screen is a cheap, ineffective tactic.
I like how, one thing is to show, by the way, characters and their names, and you're like, oh my god, I'm going to rip them. Which, by the way, completely takes everything out of the story because you already know that whatever you do, these are going to be your best friends for life. Okay? But the fact that you have, like, these quirky titles or nicknames or tit-tats or whatever, the mage killer, the veil jumper, and things
I don't think
like
I
that.
ever seen this trailer.
That is truly stupid.
To try and create a connection between the audience and the characters. If you can't make them interesting through, good writing, I'd just throw their names on screen, kill any and all.
Wait, what do you mean? Do you not like the non-binary arc of Tosh being a complete fucking little bitch and child that needs to be cuddled or
No.
the percent is gonna increase? I'm sorry. How?
Intrigue about what lies in store for the player and who they might be able to recruit on their team. Complaining about the marketing might be a minor point, sure, but this is the first impression. It matters a lot. And instead of trying to sell me on this immense, incredible fantasy world that I can explore, I'm being sold characters I haven't even met yet. For more information on how to maintain my interest,
I've never
consult
seen this
trailer for Origins.
Yeah, when I first started playing Dragon Age, it was Dragon Age Origins. Matter of fact, I still got the CD version of it in here. I still got it on CD.
orcs are people too, and
Well,
obviously they're
CD-ROM.
black people. So there you go. By the way, someone commented something genius about orcs being black. If orcs are black people, then what are black people? No one actually thought that far ahead.
You see how they portray the cast through the actions, facial expressions, combat style, and dialogue, and also how they work together as a team? Crazy,
Yeah, that,
right?
that
It's
game
like
was
my
awesome.
mind is able to gather information about their personalities. Hey,
The
this
first one.
goth-looking woman with a staff, I think she might be a witch. I can't tell.
I wanna
because
go
my
back and
eyeballs
play it
don't
now.
work, and neither does my brain. This trailer is cool. It has a unique
I believe that. That's probably not even a joke.
style. It's entertaining, and it's badass.
The righteous stand before the darkness, and the Maker shall guide their hand.
Clearly, Veilguard missed the mark in its marketing. It came across like Disney had just bought out BioWare. These trailers were heavily disliked, probably because they showed a version of Dragon Age that bears no resemblance to its bloody, violent past. Like they've taken all the edge out of Dragon Age. It's gone soft. Like, dude, they even cut.
I wonder why. Do you think he's even going to mention the word woke a single time in this video? I mean, you're literally complaining about everything you believe doesn't exist. It's right there in front of your face, and you're like, oh, how are these decisions made? I don't know. Maybe this is an ideology shoved down your throat. Maybe that's why these decisions are being made.
Cut out this neck snap. Like, why are you trying to hide this in editing? No neck snapping, guys. It's too controversial, okay? No. Take the blood out. That's too graphic. Wouldn't want to offend anybody.
Meanwhile.
Now, marketing isn't everything, but you can learn a lot about a creator's intention.
That was the game.
What
I want to
impression
play
they
it
want
now.
to leave on you, how they want
Not
to
this
sell you
one,
something
the
and
other
earn your
one.
hard-earned money. For Origins, they were selling you a brutal,
Origins.
violent medieval world. For Veilguard, they're selling you Dragon Age, but it's rated E for everyone. Certainly doesn't
Dragon Age, but it was made in
Pretty
Fortnite.
much.
help that they changed the original title from Dreadwolf to the Veilguard, but the marketing did
Now I got to say now, like I said before in my other videos, the game is meh, but I did like the graphics. The graphics was pretty decent. There's some decent graphics in the game. I liked some of the graphics in the game. That's probably my biggest plus for the game was the graphics in it.
absolutely no favors for this game.
By the way, there's some kind of video out where that has been leaked news about what this game actually was initially intended, and, well, now how it actually turned out, which is hilarious as always.
And the gameplay showcase confirmed my suspicions that this wouldn't be a return to form, it would be an even further jump away from it. By trying to make something that's safe and appeals to everyone, you end up appealing to no one. By making the inoffensive, you end up with the uninteresting. When you shave off all the edges, everything is without form. Step number 2 on how to
Yet
Yeah.
gay pride parades are okay, because they don't follow that formula. Huh?
ruin a franchise. Butcher the art style. Hey, quick question. What is this? BioWare, what the fuck is this? This is a dark spot. Are you serious?
I think that's like a cave troll, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the game, man. Like I said, I only got 30 hours into it and I can't stand the game. I wanted my refund, but they wouldn't even give me my damn refund back.
Somehow you made them even more cartoony and stupid looking than Dragon Age 2? This is what I'm talking about. See how much of the identity
Hey, this is pretty good.
and style of this series they've lost? The Darkspawn in Origins were a force of nature type villain. Evil creatures birthed by terrible magic. Their blood is poison as they are poison to the world, bringing a literal blight to the land. But now, in Veilguard...
What about Darkspawn?
What about Darkspawn? This gives off COD Vanguard vibes. We're fighting in World War II. I'm having a great time. What about you guys? What about Nazis?
I shoot Nazis. They die. What about Darkspawn?
Like the Darkspawn are an afterthought. They're just treated as a joke, while they look like one
I mean, they probably unironically are.
too. Not to mention what they've done with the Quinari. To be fair, they don't look the same in any game. But like, come on. What is this?
You can't be
Yeah,
evil.
it's horrible.
If you make the demons evil, then they're probably just another allegory for black people, and they can't be evil. Yes, by the way, everything non-human and white is an allegory for blacks, if you haven't picked up on that already.
There's a lot I hate about Dragon Age 2, but man, they nailed the look of the Quinari. Now they look weak, soft, fragile. Oh,
Are you implying the trans man is not masculine? Bad, Act Man, bad.
and they're emotionally susceptible and vulnerable. Where's my boy Sten? I need some tough manliness in here. It seems like every race has been homogenized to be as palatable and safe for work as possible. When you establish unique, recognizable races in your
again, like, that's not one of the primary traits of woke ideology.
fantasy universe, it's probably best to keep their art style consistent so we're not left wondering why everything looks so fucking weird. Same thing with the demons, man. This is just pitiful. That's a pride demon right there. In Origins, these were gnarly creatures that resided in the mystical realm called the Fade. It was a dreamscape where these creatures sat and waited, and they were capable of all sorts of psychological torture and human possession. There's like 3 different children in Origins that get possessed by a demon, and you can kill all of them. You can kill children in Origins. By making the Darkspawn and the demons look so...
Yeah, I gotta go back and play Origins. I gotta go back and play Origins. In fact, I think I'm gonna download that later and play some of that. This is just ridiculous. I'm
generic and silly and cartoonish. It takes away from my ability to take them seriously as a threat. As if Bio...
Well, nice pause. I love it. Well, everything is a joke and not to be taken seriously in Dragon Age Veilguard. That's the problem, because but when everything is offensive, you can't discuss serious topics. You can't discuss anything more in depth than a slice of bread in a puddle. Okay, you can't. It's just because it's offensive. It's instantaneously bad. You can't. All of these problems, all of these things need to be extremely surface level, because the moment there is any nuance, someone gets offended, and that's big bad.
BioWare is intentionally trying to diffuse any and all tension this game could have had. And for a world that's on the brink of destruction, it sure seems like everyone's having an okay time. I guess the one area I can give Veilguard props in is that the game does...
That's the other thing I hated too. And like, as soon as you get at the mission and y'all sitting around on the couch, you know, singing Kumbaya and stuff, it's ridiculous. It's, you know, I still got to finish the game though. I still haven't finished playing the whole game. You know, it's getting painful just to play the game.
Phenomenal. The locations are beautifully detailed and diverse, but we have the same problem as Concord.
Dude, almost all AAA games do look good. That is a thing nowadays. Honestly,
yeah, it looked good.
Well,
but
not design in detail is a thing, but you know,
it's lacking,
designing a forest, almost all forests in every AAA game are gonna look actually decent. So saying you made a forest look good in the modern day is meaningless. It's not critique. It's to be expected. If it's not there, then you say, how the hell did you not manage that? This is the same tier of stupid criticism as people who were playing Starfield and said, oh, but look at the stars and the planets, it looks so good. Yeah, I have never seen even a 2D game that fails to actually make that look good. It's impossible to fail. So when something is impossible to fail and it always looks good, there's no point mentioning it as a positive, because it's already expected to be a positive.
You can't dump your entire budget into graphical fidelity and assume I'm gonna like looking at your game. Style trumps graphics every single time. Just look at Jet Set Radio Future. Origins may have had a bombastic, action-packed trailer, but once you arrived at the main menu, it was much more somber and serious. The point I'm trying to make is when I look at Veilguard,
Yes, I also, by the way, judge every game I play by the main menu.
Yeah.
I can't find any unique way to describe it. It is just purely generic. Step number 3, fail to reconnect with your audience. Now keep in mind, it's been 10 years since Inquisition. Most people are going to be out of the loop on everything Dragon Age related. So Veilguard has to carefully and methodically reel players and fans back into the fold. Remind them what they love about these games, this series, and this universe, and what the world...
For old fans, probably impossible. For new people, because there's no fans of this series, okay? I don't know.
Is all about. Nah, screw all that. Welcome to the world of Dragon Age. Are you ready to save the world? What? No, the game just started. That's nice. Remember that guy Solus? Well, hey, he summoned a bunch of demons. You gotta stop him right now. Are you ready to save the world? It's been 5 minutes since you finished making your character. Hold on, where am I? Can I explore this area?
To be absolutely fair, though, at least the start of the game is at least something, because stuff happens, and they don't allow you to think too much about the stuff happening, because it's just like spastic, modern day Zoomer bullshit.
Pretty much.
So at least they hide how bad they are pretty well on average, at the start at least.
Do I have an origin story? How did I meet up with my companions?
Well, you met up with her because she's clearly a cripple, and that's inclusive.
And I couldn't really tell. I couldn't tell if this was a dude or a female with a peg leg. Yeah, it was just it give me a headache just thinking about it, man. Think about that game, just give me a headache, man. But yo, that was my man Quasar 77. talking about this Dragon Age Veilguard. It's not a game that it's just in my library at this point. I've been going back playing some old school games. So much so, I think I want to go and check out that the old school Dragon Age. You know, can't go wrong with that. But yo, man, it's been fun, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Fair use, fair use. Hey, link to Quasar's information to be in the bio, man. Link to his channel in the video. And shout out to everybody, man. And this was season 1, episode 1, man, of gaming and politics. You know, we got into a little bit of politics. We ain't getting too much politics. Because I wasn't gonna talk about go over the border with stuff like that, but maybe next time. We did go over the tariffs and PS5 reviews and whatnot, and some of this Dragon Age. So, all right, man, it's been an hour and 20, so that's good and plenty, man. And with that being said, man, shout out to everybody. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. And until next time, peace. We gone, man. We out of here. Peace.